Am I on? I think I'm on. I'm not very experienced with these live things. So as I was saying before, before my internet decided to start playing up, I had a workshop in the studio and I've got all this leftover acrylic paint. So waste not, want not, right? So I'm just adjusting the consistency now, because as you know, if you leave the paint on for a while they'll start to thicken up. So I've got a couple of paints to sort of adjust. That one there's alright. This one here maybe a little bit. I'm going to put floetrol in that one. Anybody there? Hi! Hi Mozzie! How you going, sweetheart? Aren't you at work? That's alright, I won't tell anyone. Okay, while I am dawdling, I might as well start doing something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my, actually I won't, I'm going to do that swirly, you know, the swirly thing, and then if I don't like it I'll just hit it with a hairdryer, and that'll change things altogether. Oh, there's my white. I was looking for my white and it's gotten a little bit thick, so I'm just going to put some more floetrol in there. Okay, just looking for a proper, I'll be back in a second. Just looking for something. Bugger, you can never find them when you need them. Never mind, I'm just gonna use one of these big cups. Hello Devon, how are you doing? Here we go. Just gonna mix up a dirty pour. I'll probably need to use 2 cups because I couldn't dig out my my bigger cups. Hi Nicole from Cambodia. Wowza! Isn't technology a wonderful thing? Just so wonderful. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to be layering opaques and transparent colours, and so I've got white in here. I'm going to go in with the gold, then I'm going to go with another opaque, which is this turquoise. And there's stuff happening in there already. What I'm going to do, actually, what I forgot, I've got a little bit of alcohol in this little squirt bottle, which used to be clear. So I'm just going to squirt in each cup, just about a drop, actually 1 squirt, so I'm not sure if that's a drop or not, and I don't know if I did that one. Okay, so that was the turquoise. Then I'm going to go in with my bronze, which is a transparent. I'm going to go with another opaque-ish. That's this purple one. Trying to not really go up too high. And then silver. Straight in. Just going to do the swirl technique. I've only done it once, and we did it today. A young boy did it, which was cool. Forgot about my red. See, some of the colours are already starting to muddy up there, and a couple of these colours, these paints are not mine, so I'm not sure how it's going to work out, because I know that some of the paints, I know how my paints work, and my friend brought some of her own paints, which were a different brand. forgot about this gorgeous navy blue. I'll put it all the way up there. And then I might top it up with a little bit of white. Let it go, here it is. And I'll have to stand up, so I probably won't be able to. So what's the time in Cambodia, Nicole? Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's start. And I need my cleaning stuff. I always have baby wipes handy. And I probably should have my gloves. I'll get my gloves. Do the right thing. Oh, lovely weather, not too hot. Hi, Kadrita. How you going, sweetheart? Did you have to gesso the board from Aldi, as I bought a few? No, I didn't gesso it. I never do with canvases, because just look at your canvas. It's already got gesso on it. Okay, so all I did was underneath it I taped it, and I made sure that I put the wedges underneath very well too. Thank you. See, and I've stuck in the wedges so it's nice and tight. Okay, so it's fairly tight, so it should be alright, but I rarely gesso over my canvases. I paint over them if I want a certain background, then I will paint it. But okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to try and do this. I have to stand up, so bear with me. I'm not doing a swirly or anything, but have a look at that. Check this out. How cool is that? Okay, let's go. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to do a swirly. Just have to remember to breathe. Can you see that, guys? I'll come over this way a bit so you can see. So see how that's, I should really keep going. I just want to show you stuff as I'm going. Wow, that's just absolutely cool. What I should have done was sprayed the canvas a little bit with just a little bit of water. That would have really helped with the movement. I'm going to go up a bit higher and do that. I don't know if you can see it up there. And I can't read the comments at the moment. Maybe I'll go down a bit lower now. Wow. It's all really beautiful. How cool is that? So all these metallics are coming through now. Probably looks a bit muddy from up there, but these metallics are mixing in with some paints, so it may look muddy, but it's really lovely and shimmery. And all these metallics have sort of merged together, and they're coming out together. And because it's so heavy, it's really like sinking in the bottom and not really spreading out as much. All that white's coming out, that white and the gold. Ooh. So cool. And that's that. Thank you so much. Hello from Perth. Hey. I'm going to torch this just a wee bit with my middle torch. So there's a few bubbles there. Not looking for cells, but the cells are naturally going to create because I was layering those colours. So they are naturally just going to appear quite like that. And I could probably still keep going. I might just add some of this lovely blue just around, just to help that out a little bit. See how it helps it move straight away? And I know you guys already know all of this stuff, but I just can't help it. I'm always thinking out loud as to why I'm doing things at the time. So if you are not a total newbie, you'll know what I'm doing. So bear with me. And okay, so that's going to help that movement a little bit. Sit down. Okay, go a bit more. And I have leveled my table, but somehow it always seems to pull to one side, and I think that's because of the canvas. Oh, it's so beautiful and shimmery. We all like a bit of shimmer. Okay, so that should help that move a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll just make another one, and actually I might spread it a little bit. Give it a bit of a movement. Wow, check it out. You see that? Bugger, I should have just put some, see if I don't even have it. I've got a little bit of water, but I haven't got my spray bottle. Not to worry. Here's what we'll do. I'll get some more of that blue because I've got lots of it, so I can spare it. And I'm just going to put it around because I need some movement here. That's definitely going to help. Ooh, don't drip. And I'll leave a little bit for the rest of my swirly. Now I'm going to help it a bit just with my hand. And what I'll do also is, just spread that right out there. Not touching that. That's just naturally merging and mingling with the blue, the reds and the golds. Just saying, hey, here's the blue. Mingle, mingle. Somebody out there is going to say, right, yep, she has totally lost it. But I do imagine things, and it helps me create and have a bit of a giggle. So it's good to have a giggle, even to yourself, you know, especially if it's something, if it's over something silly and then nobody really heard you, although the whole Facebook group will hear me, so oh dear. Never mind. Okay, so that has created a bit of a, oh, there's some more here. It's created a little bit of slippery surface, so that will move a bit better. I'm going to flip it over this way to help it move that way now, because obviously it just wants to go that way. Nobody else there? Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mix some more of this. I'm going to go ahead with some gold and then some of this opaque. Where's my opaque? That was the purple, I'm pretty sure. No, it's pretty thin. This one here. Don't know if you can see it there. In I go with that. And you're done. I'm going to put a little bit of this different gold. Just a different shade gold, and some of the red and gold, actually red, black and gold. They just look amazing together, just amazing. Love it. Then you go And I'm going to go with some of this purple, which is more of a violet. And then I'm going to go with my silver. Tiny little couple of drops that I have left, straight in there. And then, don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Can you see that? Oh, you can see a little bit. So more of that lovely blue, which is semi-transparent, and more of the gold. So it's going to be fairly metallic. And some more of this copper, actually. I thought it was a bronze, but it's not, it's a copper. And then, what else have I got left? Not really that much. That's pretty much it. I'll wipe my hands a little bit. Oh, there's a tiny little, oh yeah, we've got white left. I'm gonna put the white in there. I usually use a lot of white in the acrylics. I'm going to try something similar. My sister likes amethyst, learning a lot. Oh, that's awesome, Audra. Pleased to hear that. Okay, so here I go. Just going to let it go for it. So I'm going to start it. See this, if these colors were a little bit more contrasting, I would like that, but because it's they're too similar and too pastel-y like, so that's why I'm adding some more. And here we go, if you can see that. Okay. Actually, I'm not even sure if I stand here you'll be able to see better, but I do apologize about the glare. And let's go. Try to do the same thing. Here we go. Look at that. See how interesting that is already? It's just adding some more. And oh my gosh, look at that. If I could just put that on the canvas, it would be awesome. I'm going to go up higher a little bit. So yeah, every time I go higher, I muck it up. So it's a little bit psychedelic almost. What I should do is I should record this like close-up of it, because the close-up is just amazing. And now here's the gold and a little bit of that red and a bit of that white. Oh, my hands are getting all confused now. Woo. Okay, so it's starting to get a little bit. Ooh. And that's the bad thing when you get a drop like I did, but that's alright. Okay. So that's super cool. Gonna give it a little torch to because it just goes up and up and then I can't see the comments. So I'll have a look at that after. Just pop in those bubbles. Not looking for cells. Just looking for interest and character. I've got a little bit of this blue left and a bit of this gold left. So I'm going to put them in here together and then pour it down. And also it's starting to look a little bit, starting to get thicker. So what I'll do is I will give this a little swirl. This one I have to. Okay, so I've got a little swirl happening. Loving colours, can't wait to see the results. Me too! You never know, do you? Okay, so here we go. Oh, look at that. Metallics are just awesome. Oh, and this, yeah, the blue is just too strong in here. So what I will do is I'm just going to scrape a little bit of that gold that was just on the side there and just pop it in the middle. Okay, I'm going to start moving it now. Oh, that's gorgeous, just like that. but I'm going to have to start moving it a little bit. So I'm sorry I can't look up now. I'm going to try and make it stretch. That's all I'm doing. And you can see that blue has started drying, so it's not helping me at the moment. Might just get some more heat on there because I can see some bubbles. It's helping with the bubbles, that's all. And I'm just gonna do that right there. Actually, I've got a little bit of water. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of water into this blue and just put it over here because I just need that to be wet. So this is what happens. You gotta, well, you don't have to, but this is what I do. You know, I always improvise. I've learned to improvise and work with very little and create something pretty cool. So as soon as I've given that a bit of moisture, that red is not constricted there and starting to flow better, and that's what we want. So this is just very thin. It's just because I didn't want to pour water on there. I just mixed it in with a little bit of that leftover paint that was in that bottle and in the cup, and that's all I've done. Okay, and I'm going to pour the rest over here. Ooh. And then give that a bit of a help. So now that's going to be able to flow beautifully. I'm also going to help the sides. So what I'm going to do is just paint it a little bit with whatever paint I've got down here, which is turned into a beautiful deep, what colour would this be? It's not a, it's like a purpley blue. So that's all I'm doing. And I've already got lots of this red, just helping that there as well. Just to help that flow. And of course, yeah, I should have painted it first and had it nice and wet and ready, but I'm sorry. I was excited to get this video going, and it wouldn't work because my internet kept stopping. So that's why. I got a few new people. What does it say? From the lounge room. Great job. Oh, hi Anna. This is my daughter saying hello. Hi from Canberra, Australia. Great video, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Pleasure. This is fun. I'm reading. I'm in the lounge room. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I realized it was my daughter. So, gotta have fun. Have a bit of a laugh. Okay, now I've done that. And it's also good to let your colors, let your paints rest a little bit. Thanks for doing this. Oh, you're most welcome. My pleasure. Hi from California. I've been to California. Beautiful. Are you guys alright? You've had that horrible fire there. Okay. Start tilting. This is just like a amethyst or some other gems all combined together. So let's keep going. Okay, so that's pulling down there, which I don't mind because there really doesn't need to be any wastage, you know. All the colors mixed together, they still will create a color, even if it's a brown. I tend to always get purples because I use a lot of reds and blues, so you can use them in as a background, use them in another pour. So this is looking really, really awesome. I'm just going to keep going, and the consistency of this is was very good. because you can do this without getting the zigzags, although you've got to be careful. I have said that before and then something happens. So I'm just moving it slowly. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yes, you can. So I can't read any comments at the moment. So I'm watching this, trying to stretch it as much as I can. There's a bit of a foreign object in here I've got to get rid of. There we go. Ooh, and here. There they go. Ooh, look at all those cells forming. Okay, I'm just stretching. Okay. Over this way a little bit more. It's actually working pretty good. Come on. Work with me, work with me. That's it. Down there. Down there. Beautiful. Thank you. Go there. Yes, I do talk to my paintings. They look after me. I look after them. They look after me. A little bit more. There we go. Look at that. Just want to bring it down just a little bit. Down here. Sorry, big concentration now. It's just so shimmery. That's with all those beautiful metallics. Let's see. Oh my lovely. I'm an art teacher, can't wait to try this. That's awesome, nice to meet you. What kind of art do you teach? I'm an art therapist originally, but I also teach this sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is, there are some. Okay, we're back. It just said that it stopped working for a second. Alrighty, so sides are looking pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is just going to pick up some of these drips and whack them on the spots that are left bare, or they have that blue underneath it. And I reckon I'm going to leave that, because that's looking pretty cool. What do you think? You're so cute. Not really. Oh dear, thank you. Where's my little sticky thing? Sticky thing, where are you? I just need to, oh, here it is. I need to pull some of these out, and that's terrible. Yeah, because like I said, some of these paints were not mine, and they probably really old, so they leave that. See, I've got something there, you can hardly see it, but once it dries, I want to try and just pull it out gently. Hopefully. Okay, I've got some really cool cells happening here. I teach painting and pottery and have been watching you. Really have. I'm sorry, I couldn't read that because the new comments come on, and then this one gets out of the way, so I can't see it. Tell my husband, don't bother. I'm watching Awesome Paul. Oh, that's awesome. You're awesome. Okay, I'm going to torch it a little bit more. And I'm going to try and bring you down so you can see. It looks really cool. I quite like it, so I think I might have to put resin over it just to, because when it sort of dries, it's not going to be It's still going to be shimmery, but it's not going to be nice and glossy like that. So, what do you reckon? Leave it or do more tilting? I can still stretch it a bit. What do you reckon? Where are you? Where's your cute accent from? I'm in Sydney, Australia. What about you? Cute accent. What do you reckon, guys? Do some more tilting. Stretch it to the limit. See if we can go more. Stretch it. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's stretch. Might go this way. Let's go this way. Just stretching the top bit. Okay, go back a bit. Come back, come back, come back. Oh, it's changing it all. Because I really like all these colours. Do you know what I will try? I'm going to try to use I'm going to try a hairdryer. Block your ears for a second, just from a real high height. Hopefully it won't. Oh, it's stuck. Oh my gosh, my hairdryer controller was stuck from resin. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's see what can happen. Okay, so see what I'm doing? I'm stretching it this way. I'm opening those. Sorry about the noise, guys. Just look here for a second. See that? Look. You're going to know when to pull out. Wow, that goes really awesome. Comments. I can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's a blow dryer. But because I didn't want it to blow the bejesus out of this, I just had to put it on hot because it automatically goes on slow. But it was starting to heat up, so I don't want to mess about, you know. I'm going to try and stretch it a little bit more. Problem is, it's just stretching pretty much the middle. Alrighty, get down again. Oh wow, these colors. Oh, sorry. This is the floetrol. I use a lot of floetrol. It's probably it was 2-to-1, and then as it was starting to thicken a little bit, I added some more floetrol. Might just get rid of these light colours off the edge. Like that, and let that run down nicely. Let's sit down. So you can see, yes you can now. Just pulling this bit down now. Tell you what, this is so cool. So if you're just using ordinary paints, or just normal paints, no metallics, you wouldn't get the same effect. And this is actually pretty cool. And the floetrol just helps it move really, really easily. So I love seeing that paint just run down there. And every move you make, anyway, every little tilt, it'll just be something completely different. So I'm going to bring it back to the middle now, if I can, and just leave it just leave it there. And if I can bring you down closer, oh, I'm so cranky about these little bumpy bits. Seriously, why are you there? Lucky, it's the type of painting where you can just drag them out and you won't really make a boo-boo. Looks awesome. Thank you, Yvonne. I have to try this. Looks great. Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. I will go back and read everybody's comments, but like I said, I can't see them because they go up the screen and then I lose them. I'm just getting rid of these little bumps. That one there is a pain. Oh, I'm going to need something. I have to get you out. Ah, yes. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Okay. Get rid of them. It's looking pretty good now. I don't know if that's So what do you reckon? I'm just going to leave it like that now. Just going to give it a little torch. I'm watching you. Ooh, I'm scared now. Okay, torch it a bit. Just stand up for this one. Oh, it's really, really cool. Something different, you know. There's so much going on in the middle. I just wonder if you can see it up there. The way that gold is just something else. Okay, can I flip this? I wonder if I can flip it. How do you flip this thing? Up or the other way? I wonder if you can do it. Oops, no. How do I do it? That. So, don't know if you can see that middle properly. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm literally just bending underneath so I can see what I'm doing. Because the phone's upside down. Okay, go the other way now. Things I do. Now I can't see because of glare. Can't turn your phone. I'm not turning it. Okay, so that's that. Alrighty, so here it is properly. Oh, you just can't see the colours right. It still looks pretty. Then we go over here. Just trying to find an angle so you can see the actual colours. Is it that gold coming through there? Then we go over here and boom, look at this. Boom. Look, look, look. That is just magnificent. A few bumpies here. Might just put a torch on it just for a second and see if that goes. But it's just like an explosion. Colours. These cells just decided to pop up all by themselves. I bet you can see these lines and grooves like. So pretty groovy, don't you think? But that middle is just something else. You really can't even imagine. It's just by layering those paints one on top of the other. So it'd be interesting to see how it dries. Shouldn't be it shouldn't dry too bad. Some drips, and this is showing blue, but it's not blue, it's more of the purple with the blue. So there you have it.